Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Throwing first play is Pickett. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. First carry for Najee Harris. And right away, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll run for it with Eckler and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. First and 10. Here's Pickett. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. We're down to the 41.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down at 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Presley Harvin now. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Let's do this, man. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Get something together.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's McKitty. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 44, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
To the air again, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the Steelers set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 13. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Got a man complete to Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 2nd and inches, Pickett. Flush to his right. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the delay, here's Harris. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Back to throw, Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Pickett now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. On 1st and 10, Herbert to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's swung out wide to Harris. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down now, but that clock rolling. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Herbert on first down now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, Justin Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. We're waiting on nobody else to make it. You make the play. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. They got one down, later. All right, let's focus in on what we got to do here. Leave it out here. Leave it all out here.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Buying time to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Harris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Leave it all out here. They can't stop.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. No problem there on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And at this stage in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on third down, Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A handoff, it's Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Able to slither by. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's... And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Do your thing. Play smart, baby.
And they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.